This is EA Sports coverage of the PGA Tour. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports, coming to you from one of the most famous golf courses in the world, the Stadium Course at TPC Sawgrass. And Frank, not only does this belong to the best players in the world, but really to any player who wants to tee it up.
That's exactly right, Rich. It's open to the public, but that was also one of the directives when they first built this golf course. First of all, to host a championship, but then allow the fans of the game, people out there watching right now, to be able to go and play that very golf course. And they've succeeded.
First hole here at TPC Sawgrass, 423-yard par 4. Nice way for players to get started. Frank, not too demanding, but still, it requires that you put the golf ball off the tee in the right place.
That's correct, Rich. There is a little bit of water down the right, but that's only really for the grandmothers in the field. Anybody else, drive it down the left, 3-wood, even a 2-on if you're a longer hitter, and then a good chance to start with an opening birdie.
Not on the fairway here. This could be a tough shot coming up next. Grant Snedeker ready for the approach. Good swing, good shot yet again. On the green, and a chance for birdie here on the first hole. Well, certainly playable from here. Ball is in the first cut. Not too bad. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Frank did the prudent thing there, didn't he?
Yeah, in the end, really, you could have turned that into a disaster. Instead, I see a good chance, really, to perhaps get away with par.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. That may have been a bit too much to ask for there, that distance putt, Frank.
Yeah, it's fine to be greedy before you hit the putt, but after you've hit it, 2 from that distance is fine.
See if Mahan can make his par. That's not how you picture it, Frank, when you step on that first tee.
No, you'd like to go back to that first tee right now and start again.
Lining this one up for par. And so just getting started, even par so far. One over for the day. How about this second, a par 5?
Well, if you're brave, you try and flash it down that tree line down the left, but there's a couple of limbs that poke out. Every now and again, they catch an errant tee shot.
Good tee shot, good lie, and now a good chance to take advantage here on this hole. Good news is, Frank, you can see the golf ball. I guess the bad news is that's kind of an uncertain lie in that mulch.
Yeah, there's nothing really good about that. You'd rather it be in the rough.
And that one lands in the first cut, Frank.
Interesting choice coming ahead here. It'll be interesting to see how he reads this lie.
Now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot. Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Shot now from the rough. Frank, what's he facing?
Well, the lie first and foremost. If it's sitting down, then obviously you're not going to get a very good contact. Nothing wrong with coming up a little bit short of the green. Problem is turning one mistake into another.
Playing a par 5, Frank, what happened on that third shot?
Yeah, it's a poor decision. But hopefully he can eradicate that from the memory banks and really knuckle down on this. Do not want to drop a shot or make 6 here.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
That will be a great look at birdie. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read.
Oh, good roll, good putt.
Brandt Snedeker for birdie. -1, getting early going. So we started with a par 4, then a par 5, and now the 177-yard par 3 third hole. Plenty of hazards here, Frank.
You really break this green up into 3 portions. Front left, front right, and that back, just on top of the ridge.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Either misjudged the win or simply just pulled the wrong club, Frank.
Going to take some skill now.
This one measures out to 24 feet. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Standing over his birdie putt. Bottom of the barrel, and now they're 2 under.
That's plain not fair.
Boy, this game is cruel, Frank. You get on a roll and then smack. Hits you right in the face and knocks you down. Hole number 4 here at TPC Sawgrass. 384-yard par 4 deep fairway bunker to the right of the landing zone. You want to avoid that. What else is there to look out for, Frank?
Those huge mounds on the left, they're just as penal really as the bunker on the right. So this is one where you have to pick an object in the distance. Really focus on that.
That was just a beautiful drive. You hit it solid and right in the middle. Well, not this time. That one's in the rough. Might be a tough shot coming up. Second shot coming out of the rough here. So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. Let's see if he does it here. Should be safely on deck.
That's well played. Now a good look at birdie. This requires a lot of speed through the ball. Settles in over the putt.
Oh, another one goes in.
One of the game's steadiest players, Hunter Mahan, has this for par. Solid par. Frank, the golf course toughens up right here at the long par 4 fifth.
Yeah, when you play it off the back tee, 470 yards, it's nearly 320 yards to that last bunker down the left side. That really has to be in the back of your mind. The ideal tee shot, a little left to right.
That one is bunker bound, it looks like. Well, he'd like to have that one back in the bunker.
Still a chance to get it up and down.
Not quite what he wanted. Tee shot is in the bunker.
Tom Weiskopf was one of my idols growing up. I loved the way he swung. That swing right there reminds me of my idol.
It looks like Rory McIlroy, Frank, sticking the follow through. This is one of the more challenging shots in the game, the fairway bunker shot, isn't it, Frank?
It is. You look at the distance involved, you know, obviously what's in front of him now. He has to hit this shot absolutely clean.
Well, that ball nestled down just a bit in that heavy rough. Sitting up in the fairway now, 180 yards away. That one settles about 14 feet away. Not bad.
No snack though.
So with that putt, 2 over par now. One of the game's better putters, Brandt Snedeker, is set. Knocks that putt in for par to stay at 3 under. Another shortish par 4, the 393-yard par 4 sixth. Frank, what's the challenge here?
Well, there's 2 bunkers down the left, but that's not really the problem. If you hug that left side, there's palm trees that come into play on that second shot. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Slight miss, and he'll have to deal with some of the heavy grass. He'll be happy with that. In the fairway, now a good chance to attack this hole. Frank, what's the best way to get at the golf ball when it's sitting down just a bit in the rough?
You have to accept the fact, first and foremost, that you're not going to get clean contact. So you have to decide whether the ball's going to come out short or it's going to fly. Because very rarely will it come out the normal distance of what you hit on the fairway. So if it's a little thin and wispy, chances are it might fly. If it's nestled down, you're going to have to take at least another putt.
Looking to keep it going here, Frank.
Yeah, another example of things just working as they should.
Get down. Lay down. Frank, a little too much club right there.
You think? I mean, that never even sniffed hitting the green.
This is a cross-country special.
Well, that takes the strain off the next one.
Good lag putt right there. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Wow, I thought he made that. So frustrating sometimes on the greens, isn't it? Drop shot here at the 6th. This for him would be one drop shot. Now at -2 for the day. So they'll tap in. That's a par. Stays at +2. Frank's 7th hole here at TPC Sawgrass. How do you break this one down?
Not overly long, 440 yards, but once again, it's a tee shot. If you're driving the ball well, that's fine. You just sort of blister it down there, but you're starting to lose one a little bit to the right. There's 3 pot bunkers there, and of course, if you're fearful of it going left, there's the canal all the way down the left side that'll get your attention.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball, and this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Frank, did you hear the sound of that coming off the club face?
It was like a cannon.
Frank, you've been there. What's the best way to approach this next shot at the 7th hole?
There's a lot of mounding on this 7th green, to the right and the left. You can use those mounds to kick the ball to the flag.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Hunter Mahan, 2nd shot. Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. There's a birdie try now for Hunter Mahan. Oh my goodness, he missed it. He missed the bunny. That's like missing a layup in basketball. Really moving in the right direction at 3 under. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. 2 over for the day. Frank, this is a hole that I really like. The 8th, 237-yard par 3, just a necklace of bunkers surrounding the green. What's the best approach?
You come out through that chute or that hallway of trees there, and this being the longest of the 4 par 3s at TPC Sawgrass, the green actually plays much smaller than what it looks because of that narrow entry.
On the green and looking at a birdie opportunity. Second shot coming out of the rough here. Birdie chance here. Very long putt though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
Good-looking putt right here. You might like it. Oh, yeah, he's going to love that one, Frank. Sensational effort.
Oh, just eat that up.
Not a gimme, but well within his range. Nice par to remain 3 under. Frank, the 9th is really a good par 5, isn't it?
There's so many options here. Just play it away, sort of 3-wood it down there, then go to the right, then sort of wedge it on the green. But it's very tempting, especially in the right wind conditions. And that's if they're coming over your shoulder for a right-hander from right to left. Then this par 5 is very reachable.
Well, he pays a price for that.
Yeah, when you don't see the top of the ball in the rough, you know it's not sitting pretty. Going to need a bit of force to extract one out of there.
Beautiful looking shot right here. That was just a beautiful drive. He hit it solid and right in the middle. Frank, out of the rough, best to swing a little bit easier or get after it with all you have?
Well, a little bit in between. Obviously, it's going to require a little bit of strength to make sure that club keeps going through, but it's still the planning of the shot. Once again, check short. Is there anything I have to carry? And even remember, there's always the option of just simply pitching the ball down the fairway and taking your medicine.
And now the second shot here at this par 5. So the golf ball ends up in that first cut. It's a little bit less than 2 inches. You can see the golf ball. Should be able to get at it, but may not be able to control the spin. We'll see. Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in.
Now, this is not heading in the right direction.
It looks like it's going to be in the rough. Frank in a bit of trouble here at the par 5, missing the green on that third shot.
Yeah, just battling to make par. And this is going to be difficult.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Chance to close out the front side here with a birdie. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. That may have been a bit too much to ask for there, that distance putt, Frank.
Yeah, it's fine to be greedy before you hit the putt, but after you've hit it, 2 from that distance is fine.
Snedeker has this for par. keeps the momentum going with that putt, stays at 3 under. Just a little tap in here. Did the job right there. Now on to one of the most exciting back nines in golf here at the TPC Sawgrass and the Stadium course. Let's begin at number 10. Frank, and what do you make of this hole?
It's another one where you're just trying to fit the tee shot in the fairway there. It's not a driver, it's just something that stays right. And of course, we've seen a lot of people stray here down the left side. Who can forget Mickelson when he won his Players Championship, hitting that phenomenal 7-iron out of the fairway bunker through the trees and still finding the putting surface. But speaking of the putting surface, this green has more undulations than just about any green on the golf course.
This one is definitely heading left. Looks like it is going to end up in the rough. And the tee shot ends up in the bunker. Anything you do differently with your setup?
Just dig my feet into the sand a little bit more, but make sure you focus on the exact spot on the ball you want to hit.
Early part of this second nine and a good approach shot. And now, pretty good chance for birdie. Missed the fairway in the fairway bunker now.
It's not all gloom and doom though. Lip isn't too high. A good swing here still shouldn't be a problem.
Well, no other way to say it, Frank. That's just an awful shot.
Bad.
Frank, where's the difficulty on this approach here at the 10th?
It's really the shape of this green. That little front piece, you have to be right on the money there. And then, of course, that green starts to open up and then move to the right. Inexcusable. Rich, with a lie like that in the rough, you're going to get too much grass between club face and ball. You're going to have to adjust for that and at least take a club or two more.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus.
Well, I thought they'd at least pick up a shot. Birdie looked like a sitter. Now at par.
Shouldn't be a problem here. Wow, he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
And he's putting for par now. Three under on the day. So with that, 3 over par now for the round. Now the time to be aggressive. Par 5, 558-yard, 11th hole, Frank. What's the key here?
Tee it high and let it fly. This is the big chance here. This is one of the widest fairways on the golf course. This is where you chance it all.
Good tee shot right in the short grass. Headed for the bunker? Just a bit offline and into the bunker. Not quite what he wanted. Tee shot is in the bunker. Frank, the good players certainly aren't panicked when they're in a fairway bunker, are they?
Just make sure your feet stay nice and firm in the sand there. There's a tendency to move your feet around a little bit.
Given the choice, most players would rather play from the green grass versus the white sand.
Yeah, there was no advantage to try and take that much more out of that fairway bunker. Couldn't reach the green. It's a smart play.
Now the third shot for Hunter Mahan. Good swing, good shot yet again. Outstanding strike right there, right off the center of the club face, and a good chance for birdie. Frank, how about this third shot to the par 5 11?
Well, coming from the right side, once again, you have to be exact on the distance because that green now is at the wrong angle.
And getting ready for the putt. Just singes the edge, Frank.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're hitting good putts.
Snedeker's over the birdie putt. Putting a good round together now at 4 under. Just a tap in to finish the hole. Three over for the day. Now to the par 4 12th, and it's a pretty short hole, Frank.
Yeah, Pete Dye often doesn't get enough credit for his short par 4s. This is a great example where one of the features of it is the blind second shot, just to give you a little bit of doubt on judging the distance. There's something about a well-hit shot.
That's in the fairway. Well, this looks good.
Certainly is.
From unbelievable early in the round to unfortunate later in the day, just has really come apart. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
On the green, and looking at a birdie opportunity. He's normally really good with these. Hunter Mahan now with the approach. Will make birdie if this drops. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. So, 2 over par for the round. One of the great things about this golf course, Frank, a variety of par 3s, different yardages. Here at the 13th, 181-yard par 3.
Yeah, this is where you have to be careful on the tee there. Anything left's just going to be eaten up by that lake. Matter of fact, if you...
Extra stroke at it after going into the water. So this will be the third shot after taking the drop with the ball going in the water. Well, it looks as though they're going to need to use all their strength to sort of hack it out of that rough, missing it off the tee here.
Well, it was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back?
This one doesn't look good.
There's water over there. Well, that's a little absurd, that, Rich. That shot wasn't that hard, but it's come up well short.
Didn't appear committed through impact. Nice approach shot. He'll be happy with that. Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. Well, how do you like that? He's holding. Just a phenomenal play right there. Getting set now over the putt. Drops not one, but two shots with that double bogey. And through the years, Frank, it has gotten the best of the best, hasn't it?
We've seen Tiger Woods hit it left. We've seen Vijay Singh hit it left. We've seen so many players in the water down the left. Conversely, many a championship's been lost by hitting the ball up in the mounds on the right.
You take 4 here and run to 15?
I would sprint. This has to go in the hazard.
Needs to get up or it's going. And he went for the brief swim there, Frank. He's trying to stay dry now.
He is. Just trying to avoid water on the brain as well. This will take a good swing.
Third shot now after the last one found the deep blue.
Yeah, you can still minimize the damage here. It's only one bad shot that you got punished for. The great Bobby Jones used to say the hardest shot in golf's the next one. Judging by that light, it's not going to be too hard.
Frank, this ball's in the rough. You like to hinge just a little bit quicker on the takeaway when the ball is down like this?
No, when it's down, you've just got to make sure that you wind up almost like you're hitting a tee shot. This is not one to be dallied with. You've got to hit it powerfully, and you really have to focus on that club getting through the grass, past the ball, and out the other side.
In the water. Too bad. Still going, and going the wrong way. This is the 5th shot after that previous one went into the drink. Frank, this one's not looking good.
Yeah, it's certainly not down the fairway line, heading toward the rough. Oh, that's off the beaten track. You've got 5 minutes to find it.
This is the 2nd shot at the par 4. And it looks like it's in the rough there, Frank.
It might not be as bad as it looks.
He'll need to be strong with this. Well, the bad news is he missed his target by quite a bit. The good news, he's still on the green. That looked like a miss hit, Frank.
The lie was okay. It's a little surprising. Maybe wrong club?
This is a cross-country special. Once you hit double the par, it is time to just pick up and move on. Count that as a quadruple bogey. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. So he has that for bogey. I can't help but think that the double bogey back on the 13th hole seems to have knocked him off his game. He is not playing well. But this could be really good, Frank.
Oh, straight at it.
Frank, it makes the game easy when you play it from the fairway.
Especially when you play it from a lie like that. Rich, do you think we should tell him this fairway out there?
Yeah, he's been in the rough all day long. Frank did the prudent thing there, didn't he?
Yeah, in the end, really, you could have turned that into a disaster. Instead, actually a good chance, really, to perhaps get away with par.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Safely aboard. Now the third shot for Hunter Mahan. Either misjudged the win or simply just pulled the wrong club, Frank.
It'll take some skill now.
Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
Well, you couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. This is a bogey try for Hunter Mahan. Frank, he needs to right the ship in a hurry. That's a bogey right there.
Well, he's got to sort of wipe the memory banks too. He's still dwelling, I think, on that double bogey he made back there earlier in the round, and that's carried over into this, and it's affecting the way in which he's playing.
Nudge this one home, finish it up. That takes him to 1 under on the day. Frank, I think one of the things that fans love about this gauntlet, 16, 17, and 18, each hole has that sort of hold your breath moment. Certainly 17, we know when that ball's in the air, you're holding your breath. Is it wet or dry? 16, same on that second shot. You're holding your breath wondering, where is it? Right in the water or left with a chance for 3?
That's why you don't want to get too sloppy on that tee shot. A lot of people look at 16 because there's a wide fairway and they think just get it down there. The extra 10 or 15 yards, there's a little ridge down that left side. If you catch that, the ball will kick good 20 yards further forward. 20 yards is 2 clubs. I'd much rather go into 17 with a 4-iron than a 2-iron.
And now the second shot here at this par 5. Headed for the bunker. Just a bit offline and into the bunker. And he steps up to take this shot from the fairway. Frank, obviously when people think about TPC Sawgrass, I think most think about the 17th. It's about 140 yards of pure terror. It is, as they have said, diabolical. And here, you want to go low, the guy trying.
The amazing thing about 17, it's the only hole really that Pete Dye didn't design. 17's designed by his wife Alice. They had a problem trying to get from 16 to 18. There was a big area that they dug out when they tried to get some of the sand for the golf course, and then Alice Dye said, well, why not just put a hole there? And really, when you think about it, the advent of stadium golf, the island green at 17, that's what's pushed this game over the last 25 years.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. And at last, he has made a birdie.
And what can he do from here, though? Is that the start of something? It looks like it is.
Crowd is hushed. as Snedeker looks at the birdie putt. Just like that, now at 2 under. Frank, you think about heartache here at 17 through the years. What comes to mind?
Obviously, Sean O'Hare is the first memory. I remember Len Matisse messing the hole up, Sergio Garcia just a couple of years ago when he was trying to make 2. And you're punished so severely at 17 for a miss, but you're rewarded too for bravery. And it's that fine line between being a hero and a fool. And it comes down to 137 yards.
Getting set from 145 yards away. Frank, you know this game can just take the wind out of your sails. Tough sport.
Everybody would love to drive it down the middle of the fairway, knock it to 10 feet and make the putt. We know it's not always going to happen, but play to your strengths. You might be chipping well. You might knock the odd 30-footer in. You don't have to play perfectly to make a good score.
Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
Just singes the edge, Frank.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're hitting good putts.
Not a gimme, but well within his range. There's a birdie to get to 3 under. So they'll tap in. Did the job right there. Now to the 18th hole here at TPC Sawgrass, 462-yard par 4, Frank, and another example of visual intimidation from the designer, Pete Dye.
Those wooden bulkheads that go all the way down the left side of 18 give you like an optical illusion, Rich. And there's not a single fairway bunker on the right to give you something specifically to aim at. So you've got to fixate on one of those trees. This is not a hole where you want to be looking at anything other than a specific target. Oh, that was sweet. Straight down the middle.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Now his final approach shot of the day, just wants to go out in style.
One more good swing.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity. Long putt here. This will require a good touch. That's all he wanted to do there.
Yeah, it's touch. And when you think from that distance, chances of making are almost none. So to guarantee a 2-putt, well done.
Settles in over the putt. He got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
Clean this up with a tap. drops for a par. Now at -2 for the day. And that does it for us here at TPC Sawgrass. Great day, Frank.
Yeah, a chance for the players to play one of the golf courses that has become so famous over the last 25 to 30 years.
For my partner, Frank Nobilo, and our entire